The snow-capped peaks stretched towards the heavens, breathtaking and brutal. The sheer magnitude of the mountains was both awe-inspiring and intimidating, a testament to nature's raw power and beauty. Each peak seemed to pierce the sky, standing as silent sentinels over the frozen landscape.
Her team huddled around the instruments, their excitement buzzing in the thin air. The cold was biting, but their determination was unwavering. They had come too far to let the harsh conditions deter them now. Every reading, every signal brought them one step closer to their goal. They had been following a faint, unusual energy signature for weeks. It was a trail that led them through treacherous terrains and into the heart of the unknown. The signature was unlike anything they had encountered before, a mystery that beckoned them deeper into the wilderness. It pulsed with a rhythm that defied explanation, emanating from deep within the earth. The readings were erratic yet consistent, a paradox that puzzled and intrigued the team. It was as if the earth itself was trying to communicate, sending out a signal that transcended time and space. Today, they would find its source. The anticipation was palpable, a mix of excitement and anxiety. They knew they were on the brink of a monumental discovery, something that could change their understanding of the world.
The signal is strongest here. The device's readings spiked, confirming their suspicions. This was the epicenter, the heart of the mystery they had been chasing. The team exchanged glances, a silent agreement that they were ready to face whatever lay ahead.
His finger hovered over a point on the map. It was a remote location far from any known settlements or landmarks. The isolation added to the enigma, a place untouched by human hands, hidden away from the world. It marked a desolate plateau, seemingly untouched by human presence. The landscape was stark and barren, a vast expanse of nothingness that stretched as far as the eye could see. It was a place that seemed to exist outside of time, a forgotten corner of the earth. Evelyn examined the readings, her pulse quickening. The data was conclusive. They were on the right track. She could feel the weight of the moment, the culmination of their efforts and sacrifices. This was what they had been working towards. The energy signature wasn't natural, it was artificial. And it was old, incredibly old. The implications were staggering. What kind of technology could produce such a signal, and who or what had created it? The questions swirled in her mind, each one more tantalizing than the last. Days of backbreaking work followed. The team labored tirelessly, driven by a mixture of scientific curiosity and a growing sense of wonder. They knew they were on the verge of something extraordinary, and that thought kept them going through the grueling conditions. The team, driven by a mixture of scientific curiosity and a growing sense of wonder, toiled tirelessly. Each member played a crucial role, their skills and expertise coming together in a perfect synergy. They were more than just colleagues, they were a family, united by a common goal. Finally, their efforts were rewarded. The breakthrough came unexpectedly, a moment of clarity amidst the chaos. The team erupted in cheers, their hard work and perseverance finally paying off. It was a moment they would never forget. A section of the plateau crumbled inward, revealing a staircase that descended into darkness. The discovery was both thrilling and ominous, a gateway to the unknown. The team gathered around, peering into the abyss, their imaginations running wild with possibilities. The air grew heavy, thick with the weight of forgotten ages. It was as if they had stepped into another world, a place where time stood still. The atmosphere was charged with a sense of history, of secrets waiting to be uncovered.
This was it, the culmination of their journey, the moment they had been waiting for. The air was cold, but the excitement in their hearts kept them warm. They were on the brink of a discovery that could change everything. This was the source of the signal. The device confirmed it, the readings spiking to unprecedented levels. They had found what they were looking for, the origin of the mysterious energy signature. The realization was both exhilarating and daunting.
Evelyn adjusted her headlamp, taking a deep breath before leading the descent. The path ahead was uncertain, but she was ready to face whatever lay in the darkness. Her heart pounded with a mix of fear and excitement, the thrill of the unknown propelling her forward. Each step down the ancient stone stairs seemed to carry them further back in time. The walls were lined with strange markings, symbols that hinted at a forgotten language. The deeper they went, the more they felt the weight of history pressing down on them. The air grew colder, damper, heavy with the scent of ozone and something else, something ancient and alien. It was a smell that defied description, a mix of earth and mystery. The atmosphere was thick with anticipation, every step echoing in the silence. Evelyn couldn't shake the feeling that they were stepping into a place untouched by time, a place where secrets whispered on the wind. It was as if the cave itself was alive, a guardian of ancient knowledge waiting to be discovered. The journey had just begun, and the mysteries of the earth were ready to reveal their secrets. The staircase finally ended at a massive stone door. It was a journey that felt like an eternity, each step echoing with the weight of history. The air was thick with anticipation, every breath a reminder of the ancient secrets that lay just beyond. It was intricately carved with strange symbols that seemed to writhe and shift under the beam of their lamps. These symbols were unlike anything they had ever seen, a language lost to time, whispering tales of a forgotten era. The air grew even heavier here, crackling with unseen energy. Evelyn could feel it tingling against her skin, raising goosebumps. It was as if the very atmosphere was alive, charged with a power that defied explanation. This was more than just an archaeological discovery, she realized. This was something else entirely. It was a gateway to a world that had been hidden from human eyes for millennia, a world that held the key to understanding their own history.
This is impossible. The words hung in the air, a testament to the disbelief that gripped them all. How could such a place exist, untouched by time, yet so advanced?
He reached out, his hand hovering hesitantly before the door. The stone felt cool and smooth under his fingertips, a stark contrast to the electric energy that surrounded them. As if responding to his touch, the symbols on the door flared to life. A low hum resonated through the chamber, vibrating in their chests. It was a sound that seemed to come from the very heart of the mountain, a call from the past. The massive door groaned as it slowly began to slide open. The sound was deafening, a cacophony of stone against stone, as if the mountain itself was awakening from a long slumber. The city unveiled itself before them, bathed in an ethereal bluish light. It was a sight that took their breath away, a vision of a world that had once thrived beneath the earth. Towers of impossible heights pierced the cavern ceiling, connected by shimmering bridges that pulsed with an inner light. It was a metropolis that defied the laws of nature, a testament to the ingenuity of its creators. The air hummed with a strange energy, a symphony of forgotten technology. It was a melody that resonated with the very core of their being, a reminder of the power that once existed here.
What is this place? The question echoed in the silence, a reflection of the awe and wonder that filled their hearts.
It was a metropolis frozen in time, a testament to an advanced civilization that had vanished from human memory. A civilization that had achieved wonders beyond their wildest dreams, only to disappear without a trace.
The city hummed, a living entity that seemed to pulse with the rhythmic energy signature they had been following. It was as if the city itself was alive, a guardian of the secrets it held. Evelyn didn't have an answer, but she knew with a certainty that chilled her to the bone that this discovery would rewrite history. It was a revelation that would change everything they thought they knew about the past and perhaps about their future. They stepped cautiously into the city, their footsteps echoing on the strangely smooth streets. Each step seemed to reverberate through the empty expanse, amplifying the eerie silence that enveloped them. The explorers exchanged uneasy glances, their breaths visible in the cold, still air. It was as if the city itself was holding its breath, waiting for something to happen. The buildings were crafted from an unknown metal that gleamed under the pulsating light. The material was unlike anything they had ever seen, reflecting the light in a way that made the structures seem almost alive. The architecture was both alien and familiar, a blend of futuristic design and ancient craftsmanship. It was a testament to a civilization that had mastered both art and science. The city was eerily silent, devoid of any signs of life, yet it felt strangely alive. The lights that glowed softly from within the buildings seemed to pulse with a rhythm, as if the city itself had a heartbeat. It was a place caught between two worlds, a relic of a forgotten past and a beacon of an unimaginable future. It was as if they were walking through a giant, perfectly preserved machine. Every detail, every corner, every surface was meticulously maintained, untouched by time. The explorers felt like intruders in a place that was not meant for them, a place that had been waiting for millennia for their arrival. Evelyn ran her hand over a smooth wall, her fingers tracing the intricate carvings that adorned its surface. The carvings were so detailed, so precise that they seemed to tell a story. She could almost feel the hands of the ancient artisans who had created them, their skill and dedication etched into the very fabric of the city. The carvings depicted strange beings with elongated limbs and large, almond-shaped eyes. These figures seemed to move and shift in the flickering light, their expressions enigmatic and otherworldly. They were unlike any creatures known to humanity, their forms both beautiful and unsettling. Some were engaged in what looked like advanced scientific experiments, their hands manipulating complex devices and strange instruments. The scenes depicted a society that had achieved incredible technological advancements, far beyond anything the explorers could comprehend, while others seemed to be engaged in rituals around glowing crystals. These rituals appeared to be of great significance, the crystals radiating a powerful energy that seemed to connect the beings to the very essence of the city. It was a glimpse into a world where science and spirituality were intertwined, each enhancing the other. It was a window into a world beyond human comprehension, a civilization that had reached heights of knowledge and understanding that were both awe-inspiring and intimidating. The explorers felt a profound sense of humility and wonder as they took in the scenes around them.
This technology, it's thousands of years ahead of anything we've ever imagined. The speaker's voice was filled with awe and disbelief, the weight of their discovery sinking in. They were standing in the midst of a technological marvel, a city that had harnessed forces and principles that were still beyond human reach.
He was hunched over a device that resembled a complex astrolabe, its surface covered in moving symbols. The device seemed to be a key to understanding the city's secrets, its mechanisms intricate and precise. The scientist's fingers moved deftly over the symbols, trying to decipher their meaning. The air hummed around them, the energy signature stronger than ever. It was as if the city was alive, its energy field pulsating with a life force of its own. The explorers could feel the vibrations in their bones, a constant reminder of the city's power. It was everywhere, pulsating through the very fabric of the city, the lights, the energy, the hum. It all combined to create an atmosphere that was both mesmerizing and unsettling. The city was a living entity, its presence palpable and undeniable. As they ventured deeper into the city, a sense of unease settled over them. The deeper they went, the more they felt like they were being watched, as if the city itself was aware of their presence. The explorers couldn't shake the feeling that they were intruding on something sacred, something that was not meant to be disturbed. The silence was absolute, broken only by the rhythmic hum of the city itself. It was a silence that spoke volumes, a silence that seemed to hold the weight of centuries. The explorers felt a chill run down their spines, the oppressive quiet amplifying their every move. There was something deeply unsettling about a place so advanced, so vibrant, yet utterly devoid of life. The contrast was stark and jarring, a reminder of the fragility of existence. The city was a monument to a civilization that had once thrived, now reduced to an empty shell. It felt wrong, a violation of some natural order. The explorers couldn't shake the feeling that they were trespassing in a place that was not meant for them. The city's emptiness was a haunting reminder of what had been lost, a ghost of a once great civilization. They were interlopers in a forgotten world, and the city seemed to know it. Every step they took felt like an intrusion, every breath a disturbance. The city was a silent witness to their presence, its ancient eyes watching their every move. They entered what appeared to be a grand library. Shelves stretched as far as the eye could see, filled with countless volumes bound in a strange, metallic material. Evelyn reached out, her fingers brushing against the cool surface of one of the books. As she did, images flickered to life above the shelves, displaying scenes from the city's past. The images were haunting, a thriving metropolis, bustling with life. The strange beings went about their days, their faces filled with a serene wisdom. But then the images shifted, showing a growing darkness. A monstrous entity, wreathed in shadows and crackling energy, emerged from a swirling vortex. It waged war on the city, its very presence a source of chaos and destruction. Evelyn recoiled from the images, her heart pounding in her chest. The entity was terrifying, its power beyond anything she could comprehend. The city's inhabitants fought back with weapons of light and energy, but they were hopelessly outmatched. The images showed their desperate struggle, their valiant last stand, and finally their defeat.
They called it the Devourer. It fed on their energy, their very life force.
Evelyn felt a chill run down her spine. This wasn't just a city, it was a tomb, a monument to a civilization that had been utterly annihilated.